We're going to start with the nation. Federal government, no room for secession by any ethnic group. IG orders manhunt for killers of 3 policemen in Lagos and Edo. Native doctor client held for burying man alive in failed fortification bid. CBN extends suspension of cash deposit fees. Gowon's sterling leadership and inspiration, says Tinubu. NHF's 21 trillion naira accessible for housing, says FHA. And DSS replaces Tinubu's CSO. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Okay, so I have the FHA story. So according to the head of Enterprise Risk Management and Product Development at the Federal Housing Authority Mortgage Bank, the Nigerians can take advantage of the National Housing Fund, which is something that is deducted from workers' salary, whether you're in private or public sector. He was speaking at the National Housing Fund, acquire your home through the National Housing Fund through a well-structured payment organized by Eniska Real Homes over the weekend in Abuja. And he was explaining that we have about 50 million available to Nigerians to take advantage of. The scheme, as it is now, has raised funds of about 21 trillion naira, and Nigerians are not keen into it for housing, to meet up the housing needs. He said that once you start contributing to the National Housing Fund, you can access the fund as long as you are from 18 years and above. This 50 million naira that you can access can be paid over 30 years' time, and they are expected to remit about 25% of the income into the NHF, that's the National Housing Fund anyway. So most people do not know that these deductions are done from their working salaries.
Oh, really?
Monthly, yes, it's done. Monthly to meet up the NHF scheme. And so that NHF fund is available for Nigerians to key into for housing deficit. I think that they should also ensure that their partners from the developer side meet up their side of the agreement as well.
So in my story, Inspector General has ordered a manhunt for the killers of 3 policemen, 1 in Lagos and 2 in Edo. According to the reports, an assistant superintendent of police, ASP Augustine Oshokwaye, was killed in Lagos, while let me get the other policeman was actually, a station was set ablaze in Edo State, and 1 policeman was also killed, and the gunmen killed another police at a quarry site in Edo State. So the Inspector General of Police has ordered an immediate investigation to this act. Obviously, because you cannot, killing a police officer, even any citizen, is a very grievous crime. The police condemned the act of arson, which led to the burning of some suspects in the police custody. According to the mob, they said that they alleged that the police were trying to pervert justice by taking into custody some suspected kidnappers and armed robbers who have been accused of terrorizing the people of Edo State. So in retaliation of that, they went to burn the station and then injuring lots of people and then killing a police officer. Wow, see how that...
So I have this human interest story. So the police have arrested a native doctor and his client in Ubaike community, Enugu Ezike, in Igboeze North local government area of Enugu State. So allegedly, a young man identified as Chikwado Eze was buried alive. And in the process, he died. So the story is that he had gotten a visa, he was traveling abroad, and his father insisted that he needed to go and do something to fortify him so that he will be successful wherever he goes. And so he approached this native doctor, and they went, took his son there. He was supposed to be buried alive for 90 minutes. And then dug up, and then he would have been fortified. Unfortunately for them, that was the end of this young man.
You're kidding me.
So the police are involved. Like, I mean...
This doesn't even make any sense. How do you bury a human being alive?
You did
for 90 minutes.
Yeah, I saw the story.
That's an hour, 30 minutes.
Yes. And they brought him out dead.
Like, how many people have they done that to?
As precedents that they're now using.
Oh, that is so sad. I mean, to have gotten something as important as a visa for a lot of Nigerians, and then you finish it, you kill the poor boy.
Yes, I do have a story. The DSS, the Department of State Security, has redeployed. They said that the current CSO and the CSO, the Chief Security Officer of the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been relieved of his duty as the CSO to go for a study leave that he was going to go for this strategic training, and that they've now appointed a new person, Deputy Director of Service, Rashid Atondala-Lawal, to replace Fasasi. But sources are saying that it's not unexpected because they feel like because you have a new head, there would be a bit of reshuffling of what's going on within the people in service. But officially, he's going for a strategic training course. And as long as the president is safe, I don't think Nigerians are bothered about who the CSO is particularly.
Okay. Okay, moving on now to the Punch. Grid collapses 105 times in 10 years, despite the $1.4 billion loans. Hashtag NSAS Memorial, which is today. Amnesty activists tackle police over protesters' harassment. Super Eagles striker Boniface survives car crash in Germany. Canada-based nurse, 2 businessmen nabbed for drug trafficking. Onion Dam sacks Ogun, Lagos communities as flood water rises. Foreign investors dump 335 billion naira stocks over forex crisis. Current insecurity worse than during my government, says Obasanjo. An army debunks Chief of Army Staff death. Rumors retires 15 generals. Okay, which story? Let's take one story for the break. Who has any story? Lima?
I'm looking for my Onion Dam story. I did not.
Okay, let me take the army debunking. So the Nigerian army on Sunday debunked the report circulating the media that the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, had died. Several reports originating from the social media post by Nigerian journalists announcing the death of the army chief went viral on Sunday. The journalists claimed that Lagbaja had died of cancer 48 hours ago. The post read, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, has died. Lagbaja died in undisclosed hospital overseas nearly 48 hours. Obviously, according to this report, he said that the death was kept a secret because of intense lobbying by some generals who want to take the position. However, sources from the Army headquarters confirmed to many correspondents, especially correspondent from Punch, that the Army chief was critically ill. One of the sources said he is not dead. He's only critically ill at the moment. We should be praying for him at this time and not spreading rumors about his death. Another source said that he was out of the country to treat himself. They've not heard of his death from any member of his family, so they should completely disregard that rumor. Okay. Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.